Hi again then guys, and this particular installment of the Automotive Roundup is the most exciting of the year so far for me, without a doubt. For those of you who don't know, Maserati is my favourite car company, and I love all of their vehicles. However, surprisingly for an Italian exotic marque, they don't actually make that many supercars. Most of them tend to be sedans, now SUVs as well, and of course GTs, Gran Turismo, Gran Sport, etc. But the glaring different one there is of course the MC12, my favourite Maserati of all time. I believe one of the ultimate, if not the ultimate example of art meets race-winning performance. You could park it in the Met Gala and it would look perfectly in place, and then you could drive it to a GT1 track and dominate the entire season. It's one of the few cars that can genuinely do both. However, this news is very important for a fan of not just Maserati, but certainly of the MC12, because they've confirmed that the name of their new vehicle is the MC20, and that, of course, stands for Maserati Corse and the year 2020. So perhaps a release this year, it would certainly seem from the name, rather than the name MC12, of course, meaning the cylinders. Obviously, this is not a 20-cylinder car. They have, interestingly, officially stated in the email that this vehicle will be, and I quote, the natural evolution of the MC12 and here's the really spicy part once you read between the lines, will once again be an icon in the world of racing. So, this is not just going to be a supercar successor, maybe even a hypercar. What if this is a WEC machine? What if they make a Le Mans hypercar out of the MC20? It would be so appropriate for them to return. It's the perfect time to do so. The GT1 era is long gone, and the MC12 proved itself time and time again there. Now they could well come back and do the same thing. So even though companies like Aston Martin have gone away from the WEC hypercar class for a little while at least, Maserati could be filling the gap with a monstrous new car. I suspect probably a hybrid hypercar of sorts, and that wouldn't be at all surprising, given that Maserati has already announced months and months ago that they are planning to go hybrid and eventually full electric. And as well as all of this news, there is actually a tiny snippet or two of subliminal imagery in the Maserati press release video as well, and I managed to find it purely by accident actually, and you can kind of see the blackened outline of the car from the front end, at least to some degree. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a kind of Pagani Huayra shape to it around the lights. But crucially, towards the end of the video, you can see when the door of the car is opened and you can see that MC20 moniker, you can also see around the car's body, it has some test mule camouflage in a black and white, kind of an urban camo. I don't think that is a coincidence that it just so happens to look almost identical to the camo that we saw a few months ago on that mid-engine Maserati test mule that was spotted out on the streets, which looked, at least in part, to be Alfa Romeo 4C based, some kind of maybe chassis or engine test vehicle. I believe that this could well be that same car, basically in a later, more finished form, and of course we'll have to wait until May to see this vehicle in, doubtless, its full beauty. I kind of hope that they do an MC12 style livery. That would be so iconic for this age, considering that the blue and white of the MC12 is easily one of the most iconic looking supercars ever, and I'm certainly eagerly awaiting their return to racing at that caliber with, I mean, what else is it going to be apart from Le Mans hypercars? Maybe GTE, but more likely hypercar stuff. Overall then, as you can kind of tell, I'm a little bit excited about this, and of course I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you are new to the channel, I would urge you to stick around, because of course we cover car news all the time, and perhaps even follow the Twitter or the Instagram so you'll see all of my notifications. And until next time, of course, I'll see you then. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.